All right, this is AP Calculus. We're doing midterm review, and this is multiple choice number 14, which is a calculator problem as evident by the ridiculous decimals in the answers. So this is actually a perfect example of what we talked about in number 13, where you didn't need the calculator, but it could be useful. You want where f has a maximum. So for f to have a maximum, right, f has a maximum if f looks like this. That's going to mean that f prime, right, is going from positive to f prime is negative, right? That's what's happening, f prime positive to negative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to graph this in my y1, right? So I'm going to put in as my y1, f prime of x is going to be my y1, and then I'm looking with my eyes for where f prime goes from positive to negative, right? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for those moments. So now this is a fake graph, right? This is just to show you that that's what I'm looking for, and I'll screenshot the real graph in a second, show you, or I won't, and you'll just watch on the video, which is also fine. So when I go to my y equals, right, I'm going to type in that I want the square root of x to the 4th plus a 1. Then I want to be out of the root for the rest, so I'm going to do plus an x cubed and minus a 3x. Cool, we double check that everything looks right, and I think we're good. So I'm gonna zoom 6. You generally should assume it's the standard window, and so I have this graph here. So I'm gonna pull it over here just for a sec so that I can draw on it, but I'm still gonna second calc 0 in a sec. So again, I'm looking for where this graph switches from above the axis, right? So this is above to below, and I'm pretty sure it happens right there. And I can zoom in to see it if I'm not sure, right? But I'm pretty sure that right there, I switch from a positive f prime, because remember, this is the graph of f prime, right? This is y equals f prime, positive to down here, negative. And it's only negative for a tiny little bit, but it is negative. And if it's hard to see, you can zoom in a little bit. Zoom in sort of works the same way it would work if you were on like Google Maps or something. You want to scroll to where you want to zoom in so you can see it. So this is the spot I want right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do second calc 0. And you'll notice that there are a couple credible answers, so you can't probably just guess it. I mean, it's pretty likely the 0.35 because here's 1, and so it's much closer to 0 than it is 1, but still. I go to the left, I go to the right, and I hit enter, and sure enough, this is my answer, right? So I find that 0, and that's great, right? Totally fine. But just to be clear, you know, you probably could have gotten that by using your eyeballs at this point. Like you could have looked and seen how much closer, given that this right here is 1 and this is 0, right? This is 0. It's pretty clear that of your choices, it has to be answer C. Just be aware of the fact that if this is a multiple choice, that's fine. If it's free response, though, you're going to have to be able to find the 0. And you're going to have to make sure that you round or truncate to 3 decimal places. Always 3, unless you're expressly told otherwise. And that's it.